Well, we should think about the American taxpayer. You know, it was just mentioned that they don't know which side to be on, the side of the military dictator that took it over with a coup or the Muslim Brotherhood. What about the American people? And we've been in there too much. You know, just 60 years ago, we did the same thing over in Iran, and it's still going on, that problem. We overthrew an elected leader, Mossadegh, and we're still in a problem with the Iranians. But no, Saudi Arabia gets a lot of benefits. Not only do they get our money, but they get our support. We protect them. We provide for them their military protection. But the American people suffer the most. They pay all the bills. This idea that we can pick one group over another and think it's going to work out. And radical jihadists, I don't like them any more than anybody else, but we have to understand what radicalizes people, what makes them want to kill us. And it precisely is because we get involved underthrowing and controlling the government. Just how long did we support Mubarak? Decades, billions and billions of dollars. No wonder there was a Muslim Brotherhood resenting it, and the popular uprising comes, and we join them and say, yeah, we've had enough of this Mubarak, so we'll throw him out and have an election. Such hypocrisy. They have the election, we don't like him, so we throw him out and we go back.
Well, now, by the way, Hosni Mubarak is being in the process of being released, so we don't know how that's going to go. But I got to ask you this, Congressman. If the Saudis are going to fund the gap with the Saudis, with that is the Egyptians that we're taking away, then why do they always do that? Then why can't that be a litmus test? All right, well, you each look after yourselves. We're out of here.
If we were out of the region and we weren't giving any benefits to the Saudis, which we do, if that were the case, I would say let them do what they want. It's their neighborhood. The Saudis aren't going to come over here and tell us to deal with our own borders here, you know, with Mexico or something. We don't want foreigners coming here. So why should we be over there picking and choosing? They have more of a justification to deal with what they want over there than we do. But I think
you're not worried, Congressman, about the Chinese or the Russians who might try to fill the void and work this against us?
I really am not. I think that there's always that chance, but right now the Russians are pretty weak, and that's not the Chinese traditions. The Chinese tradition the last 10 years or so is to work hard, save money, and buy up oil interests, not only in Iran and other places, but they're acting like capitalists. I mean, that's why they have the edge right now, not because they've sent troops out. They haven't done what we've done. We have troops in all these countries, bankrupting our country, trying to pick and choose these leaders, and we always mess up, and we go back and forth. That's what is so ridiculous. And you know, you mentioned Mubarak being released. Ironically, people say, hey, maybe Mubarak was better than the rest. Maybe we made a mistake by throwing him out, which I'm being very facetious.
Right.
But that's how silly it gets. So I think the policy of neutrality, minding our own business, staying out of the internal affairs of other nations, having a strong national defense is pretty good advice. And that's about what is authorized in the Constitution. And I think it's sad that we get so involved in this mess, and it's endless. And it's almost like if you don't agree with those who say, well, pick sides and bash the Brotherhood and do these things, that we're un-American or that we're not patriotic or something. Well, I think a true patriot would defend America and defend the American taxpayer and defend a policy that doesn't invite us to get in the middle of all these battles and have, you know, the administration after administration flip-flopping all around. I mean, not only do we have this problem in Egypt right now, but what about Syria? Iraq is in shambles. Afghanistan is not.
No, you're